Hey, beautiful people. My name is Claudia Karba, and I'm a digital marketing consultant. I'm going to just talk a little bit about my experience with Skool and why I'm actually transitioning my entire business inside Skool, and why I'm a great believer that this is not just a trend, it's something that is going to stay. Okay, so I used to sell high ticket offers for the last 3 years. High ticket means, anything between 5 to 20K plus. And there seems to be a trend. A lot of people think that, in order to attract the right people, you should charge them a high ticket price and you get the right clients that you want to work with. Because if you charge a low ticket, let's say 997, you're probably going to attract a lower quality client. Yes and no. So this is purely from experience. I work with over 460 coaches or service providers. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about high ticket offers and what is really happening at the moment. So we do a done for you service for clients that come to us and they want to learn how to do virtual events. They might not necessarily want to learn or do it themselves. They want somebody to do it for them. Okay. So usually I'll get clients that come to me and say, Claudia, I want you to do everything for us. Like, I just want to press the live button and go live. So that offer was $25,000. I think back then when I was actually doing them, were about 20,000. Towards mid to late 2023. Okay, so they come in. Now, the good thing about that is we do everything for them, right? We build the funnel, the email sequences, the ads. We leverage other people's audiences. We also come in as an MC, but we sell at the end when the shopping cart opens. The client obviously opens the shopping cart and he presents the offer. We try to close those leads on their behalf. Now, this is all great, but there's one thing I can't do for them. It's to actually sell the product or services on their behalf, right? So we come in, we watch the client go live and they're presenting their offer. And this is where we start hearing crickets. We go, wow, this is really bad. They might not have the experience, okay? They might feel a little bit edgy or nervous. It kind of shows a little bit. They kind of start to stutter. They're saying a lot of, I think basically, all those words that kind of really doesn't give confidence, right? So when they open the shopping cart, it's entirely up to them to close those leads. That's something I can't do. I can't physically go there and sell the product and services on their behalf. So when that happens, which can happen, the client gets really kind of, anxious. They kind of get really angry with us. They're pointing fingers saying it's all your fault. And they're going to try to blame somebody. So I actually got really exhausted from it because not everyone did well. I mean, we have clients that will do, 300, 400, 500K per launch, but then they're the ones that without an experience. Although they're telling you they have a lot of experience, I only get to see the level of experience they have when I see them going live. And then it's all too late, okay? So I also made a big mistake of selling a bit like a bro marketer, okay? Build a team, right? Bring VAs and appointment setters and sales closers and operational managers. So I had a team of 15 people. While we were doing 100K months, my gross profit was barely 30%. So I would bring in 30,000, if that. By the time I paid my team and all the softwares and all the apps and the ads and everything else that goes with it, as you know, running a business costs money. So I look back at it and I thought to myself, you know what? I actually got really exhausted. I got really tired from it. I sort of lost a little bit of excitement and I was feeling really flat. Around Christmas, I went, you know what, this is just not me. I was almost pulling the plug. I was almost ready to go. I thought, why am I doing this? Why can't I just retire and enjoy life? So I decided to do something completely different. So also Facebook is super, super unreliable, as you know. I got hacked twice. As we speak, I got hacked again a couple of weeks ago. I lost my business account, my credit card details. They got those, they got that, and they probably start spending money on their ads. Luckily, I noticed, and I probably lost about $60, half their luck. But now I can't access my personal account. At the same time, Facebook keep putting me in a naughty corner. Every time I had an opinion or say something, I get put into, you can't go live for 24 days, or my algorithm, didn't reach out the amount of views that probably should. So I can tell they're playing games with me. And I felt like I was slave to the system. And I didn't like that. So I thought, what if I create my own community? And then, I don't have to rely on social media. I also don't have to do all the song and dance inside social media, because it's not really me. It's not really my personality. And I can have access to my community. Like, before inside Facebook, I couldn't access my groups. I couldn't access my pop-up groups. I couldn't do a thing. And people were waiting me to show up and serve them. So I decided to move everything inside Skool. Now, how did I do that? I know at the end of the day that people want access to you, okay? Your accessibility. They don't care about your modules, your templates, and your Voxer support, and your, Skype support, whatever it is that you give them. They don't really care, okay? What they really care is the result that you provide them and how you're going to make them feel. We know at the end of the day, no one wants the responsibility of owning a business, but they want some fun, they want some ease, and they want some consistency. So what I did, I have two offer templates that are currently converting for me personally 40%. Okay, so I give them out to my clients. They literally have to do, it's just cut and paste, and off they go. I'm very much of a doer. I build inside my community. I don't tell them what they should be doing. Go and have the days when people will sign up to courses and then they get really overwhelmed because they don't know where to start, how to do what. I literally had clients that say to me, Claudia, I spent over $100,000 on some coaching program and a course, and I still don't know how to get a freaking client. So I knew what the pain was, okay? So moving forward to 2024, people are starving for a community, a sense of belonging, and also they want something done for them. Okay, they're tired with courses and modules. So I knew if I did something really cool for them, where they could just cut and paste and do it themselves, they could do that easily, okay? So I have two offer templates, what we call a cash offer, and the other one, it's a hybrid offer. So it's a little different things inside that offer. And the little things is really your accessibility to your clients. So, the 100 a week, they get me once a week. The 200 a week, they get me twice a week. And the 400 a week, they get me twice a week. Plus they get somebody to do things for them. So, we can transfer my personal funnel template into theirs, put their own wording, their own pictures, their own videos, and so on. So that alone has given me like traction, right? It's velocity, because velocity is the most important factor when you're building a business, right? If you don't get clients weekly, you don't have a business. So we know that much. So this is what I've done. Now, the other two groups that I have, the 200 and 400, I haven't moved them inside Skool. They're still inside Slack because they're in the middle of it, and I don't want to interrupt them and move them across. But I also, and I hope somebody is listening, whether it's Sam or Alex, I believe that I will probably bring the other two community in when Skool releases the extra features, and it could be going live and a few other things where I think my clients will find some ease in there, and I'll be able to eliminate some certain softwares and apps that I don't currently won't be able to use. Okay, so really it's about access to you. Okay, so if anything else I can give you advice is about give them something that what they want. So listen to what they want, know what you think they want to hear. Most coaches get really observed about the things they do, right? They get really passionate about the things they do, and rightly so, but they don't focus enough on the results that they can provide their clients. I promise you, you're gonna lose 10 kilos in 90 days by doing X, Y, Z. Okay, I promise you, you're gonna get 5-10 new clients by using Skool, the Skool community, without taking any single sales call or going on social media like your life depends on it, and we give you a return on investment, so on, so on. They are just a couple of examples. People are just too focused on the things that they do. So when they show an offer, they overwhelm the hell out of the prospect, because they might look at the offer and they go, oh, I don't like the sound of this, I don't like the sound of that, oh, that sounds too hard, I'm out. Okay, so my 2 offer templates, they convert at 40%, okay, which means it gets people in. They're either going to say yes or no. So it's a process of elimination, and it's velocity. Okay, I don't go and chase people when they're not sure about themselves, whether they want to join me or not. I move fast. Okay, I go to the next prospect. So I don't chase, I create a demand. Okay, so they're the 3 things that I'm currently doing. We're also doing a lot of fun things. So I also have a free community where we teach people certain things. You know, they don't know what they don't know. So they come in and they learn certain things. We did a competition in January about content creation. For some unknown reason, everybody's stressing about content. I'm not sure why is that. Maybe it's because most of us try to be somebody else and we're not. So when we post content, it doesn't feel natural. We're trying to be somebody else. Or the offer doesn't resonate with you. It's not validated. You're not 100% sure. So you kind of a bit reluctant, not knowing what to post. Okay. In February, we're doing a competition about doing reels. Okay, so it's a lot of fun. We provide a lot of value. And already, I think I've got about 150 members, free members inside Skool. We already signed up 6 clients, I think, just by me purely showing up live and giving some value. Okay, so we're already upgrading people into the $100 a week. And then eventually we'll probably upgrade them to the 200 or 400. Now, if I can give you a word of advice also about high ticket offers. As I say, I don't know if I said that before, a lot of people get really financed out, right? They're up to the bottleneck, and they either borrow money, they max their credit card, or then eventually they'll go and ask for funding. Now, I know a couple of things about funding. I belong in a funding community called Ease, where all the big gurus are also in that funding process. The Tony Robbins, the Dean Graziosi, I don't know, all the big guys out there. They are using funding. 85% of their business is relying on funding. Okay, and so was mine, which means 85% of the times our funding got rejected. Okay, so the client comes in, they go, yeah, I'm in. I don't exactly have $20,000, Claudia, but let me go. Can you recommend somebody? And I say, yes, we actually partnered with a funding company. Ease is the biggest funding in the world. They fund everyone around the globe, predominantly coaches and service providers. So we introduced them to Ease, and guess what? 85% of the time, the funding gets rejected because the scoring, it might not be high, they might not earn the amount of money they're saying they're earning, and therefore we're back to square one. So I thought, what if, instead of asking my clients to pay me a lump sum, let's say the 5K offer, which is usually what I really did, instead of asking them to pay me in full, I asked them to pay me weekly. Okay, so it's $100 a week, which is less overwhelming. It's less intimidating. It gets people to sign up, okay, rather than me asking them to pay me up front of 5 or 6K. Now, the thing that I do when they say they're in, I send them a link for the payment. So they have a choice. They can either join me for $100 a week, or I also put the full payment with a lot of saving and extra bonuses. I never mention it to them, but the interesting part is when they see it, they usually go for the lump sum because they can see the value in it. And, they get extra call with me, they get extra bonuses, plus they save about $2,700 if they're paid in full. So that alone has really kind of shifted their mindset, going, you know what, she's actually giving me some value here. I'm just going to pay in full. So, now, the reason I love weekly recurring payment option instead of monthly is because if I was going to give somebody a monthly option, they might drag behind for a month. They might feel too overwhelmed to catch up, and they'll say, you know what, I'm so far behind, I'm going to pull out, and they cancel. But weekly, I've never had a single person canceling on me because it becomes super easy for them to catch up if they're only behind for a week. Okay, so I hope Skool listens to this, especially for people that sell high ticket offers. Okay, we're not doing $97 a month membership. We're doing, like 100, 200, 300, 500 plus a week. If we can have a weekly payment option, I think that will really kind of get things in motion for some people to do high tickets, okay? Without a shadow of a doubt, weekly recurring payments are way better than monthly recurring payments, unless you're doing like a $97 membership program. That's okay. But maybe, Skool will look into it and provide us options for us that do high tickets. Okay, so that alone for me has really transitioned the entire business. I'm here for the long run. I'm going to move in my other two communities inside Skool. It's very easy to take people through the templates and modules, okay? It's not like a hot mess inside a closed Facebook group. When I used to just download the Google documents and people used to get really overwhelmed and I couldn't find a thing and I kind of felt a little bit anxious. So I hope that helped a little bit. So definitely moving to Skool, I think is a tremendous opportunity. I absolutely excited. Like, I finally feel like I found myself. I found my calling because, as I say, I'm more of an educator, okay? I'm a consultant. I teach people what they don't know because, remember, they don't know what they don't know. So we teach them something new and they get excited about it and they join us. So just by having like a free community, I think there's about 115 members in there. We already signed up 7 clients in a matter of 7 days. Because they see the value that we provide inside a free community and they want more. Yeah, they want more of you. They want accessibility to you. So when you're putting an offer together, think about what's in it for your client and stop overwhelming them with extra modules and templates and courses and this and that, because you're just going to scare the hell out of them. They want something that it's really easy to follow, implement, and take action. So I hope that helped. I will continue to post here and give you some feedback, how we're going, how we're tracking. And I honestly see this model here. Currently, it's giving me 85% gross profit. Okay, so we're 85%. And what I've done, I cut down my entire team. Well, I haven't really. My team is focusing on the done for you. So, my business is called High Ticket Virtual. So we still have clients buying done for you services, whether they want to do virtual events, whether they want to run ads, whether they want to build funnels. That's where they focus. I intentionally move myself in Skool with one team member. It's like my personal assistant, who just downloads the modules inside Skool, and that's all she does. So my profit right now is 85%. I can literally see this model working to 1 million. If you have 20, 30, up to 50 people with a recurring weekly revenue and to different hybrid offers, like, the 100, the 200, the 400, we might even introduce the 1200 one, where we literally do everything for the client. I literally see this model going to 1 million easily with one person as a solo entrepreneur and just one VA. Okay, that's all you need. So don't get really influenced by what people are telling you that you need to build a big team and you need to do X, Y, Z in order to do 100K plus months. That is completely incorrect. So I hope that gave you a little bit of a let's sign up to Skool. Let's build a community because people are hungry for community. They're sick of information. You can Google information. Information is everywhere and it's really overwhelming. So build something inside your community, show how it's done, and then celebrate those wins. Thank you guys for listening. Love you and leave you. Bye-bye.